right, welcome back, Pokemon Go players, to another episode of the Purified Podcast. Today is June 21st, 2023. I am your host, Luis Palacios, with my co-host, Chris.
Hello. It is your boy, Pokemon Trigger, please. We're back at it again with another episode. Oh my gosh. I'm very excited. This week has been really cool. The event's been really fun.
It's been an interesting days, yeah.
And there's been a lot of announcements, yeah.
Oh my goodness, the amount of information that we got today was actually kind of nice. Which is something that I completely have to remember to put in the notes at some point today. But I'm also doing a Sierra because I do have a Rocket Raider. So that's
Pause.
actually... Pause. Oh no, it has a Saber like, she. And I am a champ in front of it without being able to switch. You gotta love those days, you know? So how you been, Chris? I know that we literally been talking all day today. It's like we don't talk for a week and then we just talk all day on Wednesday for some reason, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's them days off, boy. I don't know, like off the top of my head, other than what I've told you I've gotten. I don't know too much about what I've got.
I'm just asking for your week, brother. It's like, you know, what you got.
Yeah.
We get there in a second.
Yeah. It's been a good week though. I can't complain.
Good.
Never complain.
Never do.
But yeah. How's the week been for you though, buddy?
It's nice. Just got back from vacation, back to work, and then another day off, and then going work for the next few days. And I'm just like, okay, why? But yeah, no, it hasn't been too bad. I guess it was a nice, needed vacation. Now I'm going back to work, and you know, I gotta do the adulting stuff, and you know, not play Pokemon Go every day because we don't want to. Although I've been literally spending my days in the couch, and then, you know, my birthday was last week too. So you know, it's one of those things in the end of the day. We're here once again to talk about Pokemon Go news, updates, and ranting about the game because we love the game just as much as everybody else. Don't forget that we are part of the Professor Network. Check us out, professornetwork.com/purifypodcast. Wonderful people to work with every single day. And yeah, they got some things going on pretty soon, so that's gonna be nice either way. Mm-hmm. All right, Chris, I didn't get a shiny, so unfortunately. But let's see, IB suck. As always, I'm just missing Arlo now, and then I get my Super Rocket Raider, and we're done with that event. But yeah, let's talk shiny Santos, PvP Pokemons. I don't know, whatever you got.
Yeah. So this week, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it started with a shiny Scyther, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Maybe not. No. I think this week was actually pretty low. What I ended up getting is the Hundo Shadow Lowland Sandshrew. Literally right before I watched Dark Pulse. Right before I watched Across the Universe.
Nice.
And like yeah, I was like, oh, that's like, thank you. And then very recently I got a shiny Kricketot, which I did not want that. But I'll take it, you know, shiny's a shiny. But yeah, that's all I got for this week. Other than that, it's been kind of like some PvP Pokemon here and there. I kind of got to look through them and everything. Plus, I just want to, since it's the beginning of the episode, I just want to remind everyone to TM off frustration. As soon as you hear this is your friendly reminder. Because I haven't done it yet. So, especially those Shadow Mewtwo's. But yeah, let's hear about what you got this week.
Definitely. Drowsy is already, like, you know, trying to get me to sleep somehow. But, you know.
Already?
So, yeah, already. I don't know. It hasn't even been a few minutes here and there. Let's go with shinies. Did I actually get a shiny this week? No, the last one was Upsell, so I've been in a drought since Upsell was in raids.
You didn't get a shiny today?
No.
I thought you got a shiny during raid hour.
That was my friend. You're like, It's like,
Yeah, I thought both of you guys did. That's crazy.
No, I got the huge Night Hello today from raid.
Okay.
But the week didn't go without actually getting something, so I did get a Hundo Night Hello. So I'm happy about that. I was looking for it, so it's actually pretty nice. It was on a random remote rate too, so I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. It's gonna take me a while to power up fully, but Chelsea will get this there somehow. Aside from that, I probably got a couple of PvP mons that I did want to talk about. You know the squirrel that I found when you guys left?
Yes.
It was actually a 0 attack, 12, 13, so it's like somewhere good there. It's okay.
I think I can't remember, but I think Blastoise is one of the weird ones for IVs. So
Yeah,
that might be like really good.
yeah. I did get a huge night hello, just like what I was telling you guys about. So an XX large. I did actually catch my carbink after purchasing, of course. You can only get this through the special research that was available after you purchased the Goldfest Global ticket. So after that, I think you get one for the month of June and one for the month of July. I'm not entirely sure. But we now got Carvin into Pokemon Go, and I got a good one. Not a Hondo, unfortunately, but it is a 15, 14, 14. And the funny thing is, it does max us out, or well, not max out, but it goes to Great League 1497. So pretty good.
Not at all.
Yeah, I do need like 40 extra large candies to actually power it up fully. But this little mon Pokemon, it's a meta breaker in the Great League right now. So if people have the extra large candy and the candy for it, woo. Thank you, Drowsy. If you have the extra large candy or the rare candy for it, I'm pretty sure that whoever can get it will actually be using it. But I think GBL right now is not in the Great League, it's the Ultra League, so we're kind of like
Ultra League and Summer Cup, I believe.
There is one event that this is eligible because it's been released, and that's in the last
Element Cup. I said Summer Cup. I just want to correct myself really quick.
Yeah.
Element Cup.
That's fine. The International North American Championship. It's actually coming up pretty soon, and now that this is released, you may wonder if it's going to be really, really good against the meta. Well, if we go to PV Poke, it's actually the rank 1 in the Great League right now. So I don't know what's going to happen, bro. What's going to happen?
Yeah. It makes you wonder for Deancey too, because I do think the typing is really good. Being Rock Fairy, but I know Carbink has a lot more bulk.
That's true. That is true. I also have a huge Dratini, an XX large Shadow Dratini. Sorry, bad IVs. I don't care. And then that's it. That's pretty much been the good haul from us today. It is how it is. Let's recap what's going on this week in Pokemon Go. So we have the Solstice event happening still for another few days, I think. Let's check. Yeah, 3 more days. Technically 4 days if you think about it as a recording of this podcast. But we also have the Tingle Rocket Takeover. And just like we mentioned, please make sure that you are TMing for Station away from your Shadow Pokemons if you haven't actually done that yet. Oof. Sounds good for everybody. The Solstice event is actually pretty good. Now, we did have some issues with the event starting up. Oh, man, Niantic. Niantic Cat at its finest. Like, at its finest when it came down to this.
Niantic Cat forgot to do its job.
I think he actually did his job. That's the difference. Niantic Cat is the one that messes them up because he's just clicking on the keyboard, So the Solstice event starts. Everybody's hyped. We have the special research, time research. We have Starry Sky, so we can get our Cosmo, whatever the case may be. You can purchase another one for $5 and all that. So we have the collection challenge, daytime Pokemon spawns, and then nighttime Pokemon spawns. So everything seems fine until the nighttime comes around. Everybody's like, it's 6 o'clock, it's dark outside. But why am I still seeing Solrogs? I'm like, yeah, what's going on here? It seems like their day and night situation was off balance. Because for us, or at least for anybody actually, their daytime was literally from the morning but I want to say maybe like 10 when the event started, until like 4 in the morning. And there are nighttime spawns was 4 o'clock in the morning until like 8 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So it was like a very small window of night spawns, and people were like, I am not a nocturnal person, basically. So they were all complaining. Everybody was really insane about it. As of today, it has been fixed. We do have a 6 to 6 morning to nighttime. So that is, I guess, great. But did you struggle to actually complete the collection challenge before then?
The one I really struggled with was just Phantom. But other than that, I didn't really have that many issues. Because I noticed both of the Pokemon were spawning at like both of the different time zones were kind of spawning during the day,
Right.
which can be annoying when you're trying to hunt one or the other, right? But
True.
I don't know. I didn't think it was horrible.
Well, it did take them just enough time for everybody to be able to finish up the collection challenges. Anyways, there were still a lot of people as of today, before the announcement of the fix, they still couldn't even get one Pokemon from the night spawns, because they were like, there's no night spawns anywhere for them. I was able to get them. Like, my schedule is mostly I like go to sleep at 12 or something, but I was seeing the spawns. It was just not like as consistent as the daytime spawns for some reason. So I was able to complete the challenge not too badly. I think it only took me like a day, maybe 24 hours to finish them. So and at the same time, I do wake up early anyway, so that makes more sense for me to finish up the challenge at some point. So I caught all the Pokemon that I needed in the morning, and that was pretty much it. So it wasn't horrible, but it was after advertising daytime, nighttime, and all that. Niantic, just get it together. The summer's here. We gotta step it up, brother. Aside from that, the events itself, the response are actually pretty good. I haven't really done any of the raids except from my Halo, or Nil Halo, however you want to call it.
I still don't do it well.
Yeah. I gotta go back to the end, and maybe it's like, oh, it's Night Halo. It's a shiny Night Halo. I need a shiny Lily. But yeah, no, that's pretty much it. What else did we have last week that we forgot? Shadow Articuno back again for another weekend.
Yeah, I really could have done more with that, especially since it was easier than Mewtwo.
Yeah, and I mean, it just depends on what you want to go for. I definitely would want the shiny, which I do have the shiny. A Honda wouldn't be bad, or getting a Purified Honda is not bad either. But regardless, it's not a horrible thing to do every now and then. I mean, it's not the one thing that I like and hate about the shadow raids is that I like it because there's something to do during the weekend, even when you're not doing anything. So if you just want to go out, play some Pokemons, and just meet up with the community, that's fine. I hate that it takes more of the regular spawns too. So especially on during raid days, or like this, or raid hours like this, the shadow rays have their own timing, and putting themselves in the same gyms that we need to be open for the rays are not really helpful. Plus, we do have regular eggs to go about. So all of that combined, I really wish that Niantic would actually fix raid hours a little bit more. Just make sure that no new eggs spawn for like maybe an hour before. And if they do spawn, at least it's only 1 or 2 here and there, depending on how it is. But I think last week, we barely had maybe 5 gyms in the proximity of the 10 that we usually do. So it wasn't really that easy to get the shiny. And luckily, I did get the shiny from it, but still, Aside from that, this week wasn't too bad, and mostly because everybody else wanted the shiny, so we had like almost a full lobby every single night Hella raid. But again, it was our usual route for it cannot be completed. We have to take alternate routes or things like that just to get a couple of raids in extra from the last time. And that's the problem, because something else is already spawning, aside from the shadow raids, aside from the regular raids. But, it's one of those things in the internet. I really wish they would at least look into it a little bit more. Any thoughts on that, Chris?
Yeah, I feel like if they had like dedicated raids most of the time, and then maybe like a few hours, they did the thing where certain Pokemon, like certain hours that you knew that every raid was going to be Articuno, like
Right.
maybe an hour or two, kind of like raid hour.
Yeah.
Maybe not on Wednesday though, since they seem to want to have the other legendaries gone. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and again, it's just one of those things that I wish that we look into it for that reason.
Yeah.
It shouldn't. Raid hours should be for the people who can't really do anything for that specific hour for that throughout the day or throughout the week. So having it take over everything else really doesn't help me. So I don't know. It's just one of those things in the other day. Regardless, that's how it is. Articuno is still going to be around for another weekend, I believe. And then after that, we'll have, another weekend. And then after that, we'll probably go ahead and move on to the next Shadow Legendary, which either Moltres or Zapdos is Articuno, Zapdos, and then Moltres, right? So Moltres is going to be the last one probably before the summer ends. And gotta be the shorter one too, because we're gonna have Golfest and all that too. So, oof. Regardless, it is how it is. Let's go ahead and get some research topics of the week. How about that, Chris?
Fine.
What, you want to say something?
Nah.
Are you sure?
I'm just joking.
All right, Mr. Ballard. First and foremost, Amazon looks like it's finally coming back with their summer bundles, Amazon Prime. And if you actually have an Amazon Prime account, you're able to get some extra items for free. Just log into the Prime Gaming website with your Amazon account, and then you can get you redeem between June 20th until I don't know when, I guess for the summer. Right now it's I think you get two golden rolls, two golden raspberries, and then two components for having Amazon Prime. Not the best of rewards. I would prefer like maybe an incubator would be fine. Even that would make it a little bit easier, but not really the best thing of news or bundles that they had in the last few months. And Amazon Prime has been kind of quiet because I think it was during the spring. No, it was during the winter that we still had some bundles from Amazon Prime Gaming. But then after that, they kind of went quiet last season. So, well, I mean, last season we did have like all the controversy anyway. So,
yeah.
I guess I keep wanting to forget it, and that's why I push it back. Like that spring didn't happen. Mostly because everything is slowly building back up again. And communities are going out there, so which I'm actually glad anyways. Any thoughts? Do you have Amazon Prime, Chris?
Yes.
Okay, well, go get your bundle.
Fine.
But then the biggest piece of news that we actually got this week, almost all of it has been today, it's more information for Pokemon Go Fest 2023, both in our real life locations and in the global event. There's going to be a few things that we're going to know. First and foremost, we're going to talk about meeting some notable trainers in Pokemon Go Fest 2023, London and New York. Looks like Japan is getting the axe when it comes to notable, but that's because Japan really has their own way of doing things anyways. But let me just go ahead and share for everybody here. Notable trainers right here. Trainer Club. Of course, it's the Trainer Club. You gotta meet him. I seen him a couple times already, so it's kind of cool anyways. I actually, if I remember correctly, he was here during the custom Gengar and custom Nidorino raid days. So when this was before COVID really was a thing, I guess. So I was able to go to the location that he was, and it's only like 45 minutes away. And it was fun. I mean, we raided for a while. We got some shiny, some hundos, and that was actually pretty fun. So he's a pretty cool guy, regardless of how you look at it. Then we have, of course, who is going to be the meet and greet details of Pokemon Go Fest. So starting on the specific dates for London and New York. First, we're going to go through London meet and greets. If you are taking in part of the morning park experience, you can go ahead and meet people like Couple of Gaming, which there are pretty cool people out there in the internet. Chaos Lady, Sabrina Spilt, I guess it's called. Save a Os, and sorry if I'm butchering all your usernames. Joey Nestim, cool. Cricket 23 is actually pretty good, and our boy Lando Ralpha. He's been a very good Pokemon Go streamer for a while, and he's really good at it. I really enjoy it, mostly because I did meet him last time too. And the afternoon experience on London, we have New Tea of, I think it's called, the Trainer Club, Diltec, Let's Go Try, Cushy, Toretto Master, K-Ron Gamer, which is a good Latin America content creator out there, and Neludia. I mean, I'm pretty sure there are content creators in other parts of the world, but just don't never see them that much. So.
Yeah, I do think it's important to get people from all over the place instead of, just America.
Well, I mean, Soy 2 Does, Fleaskin, all those content creators are out there from other parts of the world, literally, Australia and all that. So it's not like, but we just kind of feel like they're always a part of us because we're always seeing their videos and everything. So even Reversal was a thing. So that was fun. Then we have the New York meet and greet. So that's, of course, New York. And they're specific people that I do consider friends. So that's pretty cool. Once again, in the morning experience, you meet people like Couple of Gaming, the Lura Podcast. They're going to be there. JT Gill is going to be part of the experience. The Trainer Club and Zoe Two Dots. All those in the morning experience. The Lura Podcast is always good to... They're doing really well on the promotional stuff when it comes down to it. We are part of the Professor Network. They are part of the Lura Podcast. So, Ken, Adam, wonderful people to work with every single day. Afternoon park experience, you'll meet people like Awesome Adams, pretty amazing guy from the LA Trainers. Trainer Tips, it's going to be there. Jesse Rachel is also going to be there. Cricket 23, Lando Ralph, once again, and then our boy True Inferno. Man, my boy made it. Congratulations, brother. Oh, I got a Formantis, but it's not shiny. Too bad. So sad. But that's about it. Just meeting some people. I'm actually kind of glad that I can actually consider a lot of them my friends because I have met them through the last few events. I mean, I hang out with them whenever I can. I mean, even the Lura podcast being there is amazing. So it's amazing that to know that they're all going out. They're strong, regardless of how it is. Any thoughts on them, Chris? Anybody you want to meet?
I mean, it's always a pleasure to see Trainer Tips. I wish I could see some of them. Yep. Honestly, it'd be a pleasure to meet any of them, though.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I always love it. So, that is part of the notable trainers. Then there is more GoFest news to talk about. So let's see here. Oh, Chris, I'll let you have this one.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, everyone's favorite. If you guys haven't heard, guess who's coming to Pokemon Go? Pure Lighter already suspected it. I was kind of not worried, but I thought it was kind of soon, even though we just got the other guys. But wouldn't you know it, our boy Mega Rayquaza is coming to Pokemon Go. Very exciting. Very exciting.
You mean your boy because you love Rayquaza regardless.
I love Rayquaza. I think the Mega is a downgrade. I'll be real. But it is an exciting Pokemon.
Let's all go ahead and cancel Chris here.
I really feel, I don't know. There's something about the different like streamers hanging off of it that just annoy me.
Yeah. Let's watch the quick trailer that they put out for the announcement of Mega Rayquaza. Rayquaza once again going around the world in super speed and then Mega evolving into Mega Rayquaza. A rise in Pokemon Go. I mean, we needed the last Mega out of the weather trio regardless.
Yeah.
So what's going on with Mega Rayquaza? So we'll go ahead and get some information. So I'll talk about the first part right here, and then you'll go to the next one. We'll just alternate here and there. So
I'd be lying if I said I was not excited to rate it.
That's true. That is true. So the clouds is parting as massive Pokemon sends from the sky. That's right, none other than Mega Rayquaza. The sky high Pokemon will make its Pokemon Go debut in Pokemon Go Fest 2023. So how is it going to work? Well, definitely, if you are in person, you're going to be able to rate them. But you'll also be able to participate and rate them during GoFest 2023 Global. But how is this going to work? Now, let's just go over the information, and then we'll technically just go over what's in the main series games when it comes down to it. A meteoritic evolution. Meteoritic, one of the two. Unlike other Mega Evolving Pokemon, Rayquaza cannot Mega Evolve with Mega Energy alone. Trainers hoping to Mega Evolve the Rayquaza will need to teach it the Charge Attack Dragon Ascent first. Dragon Ascent, right? Dragon Ascent can only be learned by using the new item Meteorites. So a brand new item is being introduced into Pokemon Go during GoFest 2023 for Rayquaza only. So that's actually interesting, regardless of how you see it. What's the special item for it?
Yeah, the new special item for a special charge attack. Meteorites have been discovered in Pokemon Go, and it seems like they have some connection to Rayquaza, which makes sense. You know, he's always flying in the ozone, basically.
True.
Use one to help Rayquaza's power ascend to new heights. I find it interesting they say one, but we'll see about that.
How many you're actually going to keep, so that's the question.
Yeah, like how many? You'll be able to use a Meteorite A to teach the charge attack Dragon Ascent to Rayquaza, and you can collect meteorites by completing certain research tasks during Pokemon Go Fest 2023.
So
that's interesting.
Yeah, that's the interesting part. So let's dive a little deep into it. We have TMs, we have elite TMs, but the only way to teach Rayquaza this special move, regardless of how many TMs or elite TMs you have, is through the Meteorites item. Mm-hmm. The one and only one. Will it replace? Technically, it will. Will it replace just the move that it has, or if you have two moves, will it replace one specifically? We don't know yet, because that's information that will happen only when Mega Rayquaza comes into raids. Mm-hmm. However, it's kind of cool that they're actually using a different type of item to be able to do some kind of mechanic for the game, instead of the regular TM, LETM kind of thing, breaking the quota of how the game really works, So it's not impossible, because we have things like the turning your phone upside down to evolve that Pokemon and all that. So it's not crazy to know that this is something that we needed to happen. We knew Rayquaza is a special Mega Evolution Pokemon just because in the main series games, similar to what we're discovering here in Pokemon Go, Mega Rayquaza doesn't need a Mega Stone to actually evolve. It just only requires the move for that Mega Evolution.
It still needs the energy to.
Correct, and that's something that we'll be confirming right here. You'll need the Mega Energy, so you still need to raid for the Mega Energy, but you'll need to have the Meteorite item to teach it Dragon Ascent.
Yeah. So
you need both conditions. So it's a little bit harder if you think about it, but at the same time, it's like, okay, if I do one but I don't do the other, there's gonna be like one of those things in the other. So
yeah, brand new. I'm very interested if we'll be able to even charge TM it in the future. But it kind of feels like they want meteorites to be like
a part of this
thing for the future. Yeah.
Which again, it kind of falls into the longevity of the game too. It's like, is this going to be continuous support for Rayquaza in the end of the day? But Rayquaza will only be one Pokemon, just like the Primals are only one Pokemon each. The difference is that, unlike the Primals, we don't need special moves to really evolve them. So it's kind of like an egg in situation to know that this item will be there forever. But at the end of the same time, you're not gonna use it for 20 Rayquazas to Mega Evolve or something. So it's one of those things in the end of the day. But yeah, so the new bonuses. While attacking with Mega Rayquaza in a raid battle or a gym battle, the attacks of other trainers' Pokemons challenging the same race or gyms will deal more damage. Their Pokemon's attack will deal even more damage if the attack is Flying, Psychic, or Dragon type. So having Mega Rayquaza in the party during the raid will boost everybody's attack. But if you're actually using a specific moves, Flying, Psychic, or Dragon, those will do even more damage when attacking in raids or in gym battles.
Can you tell the devs like Rayquaza? Oh my gosh.
I know, right? It's like they're giving it like all these stuffs right here. It's like it's amazing. I kind of like it, but anyways, when Rayquaza is Mega Evolved, catching Flying, Psychic, and Dragon types will grant you additional experience candy and an increased chance of earning extra large candy, which makes sense because that's usually how the Mega Evolve works. Like other Mega Evolved Pokemon, Rayquaza Mega Level can increase more time in Mega Evolves, improving these bonuses. The simple thing is that once you actually are able to Mega Evolve it once, you don't need probably the Meteorite to teach it the move or anything like that. You can actually just go ahead and continue the Mega Evolution until either you run out of energy or you complete the Mega Evolution at that point. So it's just like, in the same time, it's the same mechanic when you can end this any day. Just want to check on, Primal Levels is the same thing when it comes down to Mega Evolution. But yeah, so that's that. It says, you think they'll set us up for Mega Taytar with Smackdown and Stone Edge? Bro, just use Ice types. So just use Ice type for Rayquaza. That's all you need to do. Go ahead and tell us about the in-person events there, Chris.
Yeah. Pokemon Go Fest 2023. Mega Rayquaza will first debut in raids during the in-person Pokemon Go Fest 2023 events hosted in London, Osaka, and New York City. Mega Rayquaza raids will appear throughout each host city during event hours. While anyone can challenge Mega Rayquaza in raids, only ticket-holding trainers will earn the Mega Energy for doing so. So don't think you can just remote in and get your energy. If you want a shiny Rayquaza or a Hundo Rayquaza chance, you can still raid it. Sure. But ticket-holding event attendees can also work to complete an event-exclusive special research story as they explore the host city, learning more about how this Mega Evolution works and earning rewards such as meteoroids. So it sounds like you're going to get one just for showing up at least. But meteoroids, the ability to... Oh, what?
No, I just wanted to say, because I'm just reading through that part. It's just basically telling us the meteorites have the ability to, teach the charge move attack to a Dragon Ascent. However, they are limited to ticket holding trainers, I guess, only during the Go Fest in the specific times. Tickets without a live event ticket will have an opportunity to do these things during the Go Fest 2023 Global. So, it just basically tells us that we're going to be able to use meteorites regardless of it. So I didn't want you to bore you with the same repeating process anyways. Pokemon Go Fest 2023 Global. So all trainers will be able to harness the power of Mega Rayquaza during the global debut in raids on Sunday, August 27, during the Go Fest 2023 Global. Now, this part right here actually makes it's interesting because it says Sunday, August 27. It doesn't say Saturday. So even though we have Go Fest Global for 2 days, Mega Rayquaza will only be able to be raidable during Sunday's Global Go Fest. Mm-hmm. That's a note for everybody who's maybe asking, and then they're going to be looking on Saturday. It's like, where's my Mega Rayquaza? So it's like, hold on, y'all. Hold on to your horses. So all trainers who log in during the event hours on Sunday, August 27, will receive a short special research story that will grant a meteorite when completed. Those who choose to upgrade the Pokemon Go Fest experience with an event ticket will receive an extended special research story that will additional meteorite and other rewards. Simple as that. So, Mega Rayquaza, it's finally here. It's crazy. I'm kind of excited because a lot of things that really put Rayquaza into the picture are actually made possible. I mean, I was hoping that this was the thing, and it's actually coming true because Dragon Ascent, the Mega Energy, all makes sense to actually put Rayquaza into the picture in the end of the day. So it's good. They're actually continuing the lore, and I like that about Pokemon Go when it comes down to a lot of different things, but still.
This should make it the strongest general attacker. I don't know if it has higher attack than Shadow Mewtwo.
Right.
It definitely has more bulk, though.
That's right.
So... yeah, I think it's definitely going to benefit anyone.
That's just for sure. That is for sure. However, that is not the only information that we have today. A lot of people have actually been going over this, and I actually want to go over this too. We have more information about the kind of spawns that we're going to see in either one of the locations, plus the raids and mega raids that we're going to see through those. So first and foremost, I don't know if we actually talked about all this, but let's go over the New York one just because this is the one that I'm gonna go to. If you guys want information about the London and Osaka, we can go over those too since we're already here anyways. So the special biomes that we're gonna have will have interesting Pokemons. So prehistoric volcano will have things like Kangaskhan, which is a really rare regional Pokemon that you can only get in specific locations. Aerodactyl wearing the satchel, so that's a new shiny custom Pokemon that they're releasing. Dratini, Slugma, Cranidos, Shieldon, Darumaka, Archen, Axew, Heatmore, and then Tyrone. So if you didn't get your shiny Heatmore, it is your chance to get it now. Which is good, right? Things like the Poison Swamp will also include other spawns. Zubat, Venonat, Tentacool, Surskit, Gulpin, Seviper, Scorpy, Venipede, Pawniard, which is the brand new release wild shiny Pokemon. Squirrel, which will be new shiny for Chris, if he doesn't want to go. And Noibat. Then we have the Cursed Treasures, things like Ghastly, Pinsir, Eevee, Snorlax, which will not have the custom. Nosepath, Sableye, Chimecho, Yamask, Clink, Golett, and Durant will be out there. Then the Athletic Field, and this is a good one. So Athletic Field, we had a little like meh because we're only giving us like things like Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, and Hitmontop. No, there's gonna be more spawns. So Bolter, Surmish, Makuhita, Spoink. I already talked about the Hitmonlees, or the Hitmons, I guess. Zangoose, Bolto, Thor, and Lucario will also be making its Pokemon Go debut as a shiny available Pokemon in global in the regular Go Fest. Yes.
That is fire.
Finally. And I mean, I gotta say, some of the things here are also pretty good. I still need a shiny Bolter, Thor, and a bunch of other things. So that's gonna be nice to actually be half shiny chance for all of this anyways. But Lucario is hyped, and I'm hoping to finally look for a Hondo one out there. I still need the Hondo Riolu. And then all habitats will have things like the Pikachu wearing the Mystic Crown, which I think is different for each biome. The unknown A, or all the unknowns that spell diamond with the exclamation point. And then Siligate, which is not a brand new, but a really rare regional Pokemon out there for other people, which will not be shiny, unfortunately. Then, what else? Where are the rates here? Park experience, where is that? City experience. Oh, there's more information down there. Okay, cool. So the following Pokemon will appear in raids. Cresselia makes its comeback into GoFest once again. But we're also going to have Xerneas and Yveltal. So I'm liking this because Xerneas and Yveltal are one of the two favorite legendary Pokemon for Generation 6 for me.
Yeah, those are definitely better.
However, the Mega Raids will be Rayquaza. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
They're like, we made it easy for you.
Right. I think we already talked about all the exclusive bonuses that we meant before, so I think we don't really need to go through them again. I believe that's what we talked about. Let me just make sure we don't have anything here. City, I think most of the spawns are also the same for either one of the other ones, like Osaka or Japan at that point. But let me just make sure to do a quick scream through everybody here, just to make sure that I'm not missing anything that's not out there.
Yeah, I feel like at least most of them have to be the same, except for the fact that some of them have different biomes.
True. I mean, the names of the biomes are going to be the same for a lot of different things. I guess I should go over a few things here for like Japan and Osaka. So Japan is going to have like different types of Pokemon.
We did already go through the biomes, though.
Yeah. So it makes sense. Maybe some notable biomes and notable things that you find. The Sunny form, Cast form is really a good one to look into in the Japan area. You're also going to have Galarian Mr. Mime in there, which I guess is a thing. Yep, same things when it comes down to it. Let me go into the global experience because I know there is some information there. Come on. The fudge. There it goes. Just took a second. All right, so let's go over some of the spawns that you'll see during the global event. On Saturday, we have our 4 biomes, just like we mentioned before. It's going to be rotating. I believe it's either every hour or every 2 hours. The Quadsterium, it's going to have things like the Pikachu, Clefairy, Lickitung, Heracross, Milton, Wurmple, Wishmer, Skitty, Loptis, AC Shellos, Veneri, Audino, Fungus, and Moral. Out of everything, only Moral is not shiny. And then Heracross is the same thing we had seen here in Florida anyway, so there's not much difference. But Heracross is a wild spawn in the global event, so if people can really get it in other parts of the world, this is your chance to get it now. We just see it every single day. So then we have things like Pirate Sands. Again, the Pikachu right there. Sandro, Alolan Giglet, Psyduck, Giraffaric, Shackle, Trampinch, Gibble, Hippopotamus, Timber is going to be in the wild, so that's a new one. Is it? Yeah, it is a new one for the wild, right?
For which one?
Timber.
Yeah, I want to say this is the first time it's spawned in the wild.
Yep, it's gonna be the first time spawning in the wild. Joltik, Pinnacle, and Helitype, and Grumpin. So yeah, it's just giving us a little more exclusivity since a lot of people were always looking for it anyways. I'm glad that I could get a couple of extra large candies for it though, so that's nice.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Timber hasn't been on Adventure Incense now that I think about it.
That's true. I don't know.
Maybe after this, who knows?
Probably. Malechit's Wildness will feature things like, I don't know why Caterpie is before Pikachu, but I guess it's the alphabet letter. Caterpie is C before P, so I guess so. I don't know. Bellsprout. See, I mean, Bellsprout is not even before that, so I don't understand that. Why they emphasizing the Caterpie? Are they really doing it? I hope they're doing it. They're just not giving it to us.
They're teasing it.
Oh god. But yeah, so Caterpie, Pikachu, Bellsprout, Scyther, Snorlax with the cowboy hat. It's gonna be making its return, but this time global for everybody, so it's not exclusive anymore. Chris is like, I need more.
Oh my gosh. I had my taste. I need more.
Yeah. I know, right? Spinarak, Remoraid, Roselia, Snowbird, Contney, Ferrocy, Stunfisk for Mantis, and Oranguru, which I don't understand why they haven't actually added the shiny form for Mantis, even though it's already been shiny. I said there. They're probably gonna, no, we're just gonna take the shiny away. It's like, bruh. I don't understand that. And then the Aquamarine Shores, Pikachu, like we know, Horsey, Lapras, Meryl, Wobbuffet, Carvana, Barboach, Bagon, Beldum, West Sea Shallows, Woobat, Temple, Gumi, which is a brand new shiny, and Marine. Beautiful. Then we have Pikachus that will be sparing in 1-star raids because we have all 4 forms of Pikachu happening through them. And then Gumi, who is going to be a 1-star raid. Oh my god, people are going to be like, I need the shiny now. Why?
It's gonna be a calm day the week afterwards.
Probably, right? No, it's probably gonna be next year's summer or summer and all that, just like they're doing it for the last few pseudo legendaries. 2-star race will have Carbink, so if you're looking for a race specific Carbink, here's your chance of getting the extra large candy for it. 3-star race, you'll have Snorlax wearing a cowboy hat, so if you're not looking for it in the wild, you can raid them as much as you want to. Beautiful. And then Primal raids for the Global Go Fest coming back. Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon will be in raids during Saturday's event period. So if you are looking to get more Mega Energy, or maybe get your Hundo, Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon are out there for Saturday specifically only. However, the reason why I say that is because, just like we mentioned before, Mega RAYQUAZA will be making its Go debut global on Sunday for everybody to raid during those hours. So make sure you keep them going as... Oh, actually, no. Looks like... looks like Mega Raids will have Mega RAYQUAZA and Primals both on Saturday and Sunday. So I guess that's a thing. My co-host also left because he has something to take care of real quick while I check on this shiny Nihillo. Yes! I got it! I got the shiny Nihillo. There we go. 1 remote. That's all I needed. You all doubted me that I got the shiny Nihillo when Chris is not here. Oh, God. That is beautiful. Love it. And it's also a pretty good IVs, too. 2241, I think is what it's called. Thank God. Thank freaking God. Ooh, it's a good one, too. Shiny Lily. You guys want to know why I always call it Shiny Lily? So, in Pokemon, the anime, Lily, which is one of the Ash's companions in the Sun and Moon era, actually, it was a whole episode when it comes to Shiny Night Hello, Lily's dad, which is something that a lot of people only see through the games, and then how they met in the end of the day. So the story goes like Lily's dad gets lost in the Ultra Wormhole, gets rescued by a Shiny Light Hello, and then starts living with the dad to just say that, like, you're living with it. But it's actually like turning itself into the daughter to say that, it's part of the family and all that. So it goes through the whole thing. They find him, they find the Shiny Light Hello and all that. So it makes sense in also regards. But again, I'm getting sidetracked. I'm kind of glad that I finally got the Shiny Light Hello, even if it was through a remote raid. So I'm actually glad regardless. I'll tell Chris when he gets here, because again, my co-host needed to get something done. So with that being said, let's just finish up here. Again, Mega Rayquaza making his go debut, Dragon Ascent, Meteorites. Make sure you buy a ticket if you actually want to get more Meteorites, if you want to buy more than one Rayquaza. Anybody in the chat has any good Rayquaza, let me know, because that would be great. And then after that, all the other stuff out there. But looks like Mega Rayquaza will also be part with this rotation of Primal Raids. So that's going to be interesting. It says Primal Raids are from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. local time. So from 2 days specifically, so that's interesting. You have a Shandor. I don't like you anymore, Zach. I've been looking for shiny Rayquaza. Well, I mean, I have a lot of shiny Rayquazas. I just been trying to look for the Hondo, and I've done so many raids. Let me actually go into my Pokédex real quick and go to Hoenn, because I have done over 500 raids and only don't even have the Hondo Rayquaza. Over 500 raids, 531 seen, 488 caught. So it's not even a 1-to-1 ratio. I do have like maybe an 80% ratio on catching Rayquaza. But that's because I did a lot during Glowfest anyways. Or Go Tour, actually, when Rayquaza was part of the thing. It says right here, Rayquaza is said to have lived for hundreds of millions of years. Legends remains that how it put rest the clash between Kyogre and Groudon. And yeah, I have a lot of Rayquaza. I kept all my Rayquaza from Go Tour anyway, so I'm just doing a special choice until I run out of them. And they are luckies that I gotta probably put in home anyways. Oh, looks like I'm getting invited to another one. Why not? I wish I had a Shando. I don't know. I just janking your chain. Oh, man. But you do have the Hondo then. Because, I mean, everybody else has the Hondo but me for some reason. I don't know why, I don't know how, and I don't know. Okay, that was the case anyways. But yeah, I guess the Pikachus are also a big thing regardless of how you look at it. Because Pikachu, like, if I actually show it here for you guys, the Pikachus have different color ones. I like the blue one. I can also get the emerald one. Looks pretty good. Oh, you don't have the Hondo anymore? Sash. Chris, you missed it all.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. You had to do what you had to do, regardless, even if it was live. I did get something.
Ooh.
If you can actually see. Oh, actually, you cannot see the screen right now. But I'm doing another array, but look at what's actually there.
Oh, by the way, those crowns look fantastic. Oh my gosh.
I got it when you left. I got the shiny, brother. Like, what the heck?
I just had to look the other way.
I know, right? Everybody was getting the shiny luck on it. Did you didn't get the shiny like Hello, right?
No, not yet.
All right, so you'll get it eventually.
I was gonna say, I think my luck on these is definitely gonna be better than the Shadow Legendaries.
That's for sure. Well, I was mentioning for everybody that Mega Rayquaza will be on Sunday only. However, Primal Groudon and Kyogre were also going to be part of the Sunday experience. So they'll be around, but I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be doing Rayquaza and Groudons and Kyogres for the rest of the night on Sunday anyways.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a good reason to do all of them, especially since you're getting the Primal energy on top of it, or the Mega in the case of the Ray. But yeah, Ray's the new guy. Everybody loves Shiny Ray, Supreme. But yeah, I still don't have a Hondo of Groudon or Kyogre. So I do think I'll get at least a few of those in.
Yeah, no, definitely. Kyogre, I really don't need anymore. But Groudon's
You need a
definitely.
whole team,
I Jesus
whole
goodness.
team of Hondas.
Oh man, I'm glad that I'm also gonna be going to Europe because I'm gonna have the tag for whatever cool Pokemon I'm gonna get anyways.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
The New
Yeah, you
York
got to
tag.
trade me one of those tagged legendaries.
Right? Yeah, definitely. I'll keep as much as I can for everybody out there if they want to have like special tags for it, anyways. But yeah, that's the event bonuses for, or the event itself for it. I think they also gave us more of the bonuses for Global Go Fest. I don't know if we went over this, but I'm just gonna go quickly over that because everybody's gonna be playing Global anyways. Lure modules I will activate it will last for an hour, so instead of like the full on 8 hours that we're gonna be playing, it's only 1 hour each, so not every single lure is probably gonna be lure up, depending on how I look at it. 2 times friendship bonuses and raids. Trainers will be able to enjoy field research team around the different Pokemon habitats, which again, I'm hoping that Niantic learns from this and say to actually rotate the special research or the research task every time we go to a different biome. Because if not, we're just gonna be going to 5 different cities for all the biomes. So, and I say 5 just because we're doing raids too. The remote raid pass limit will be increased to 20 per day from Saturday all the way to Sunday. I think you actually get 40 per the weekend, but
That sounds right. Yeah.
sounds about right. And then snapshots for a surprise. You never know who might show up. Probably the Pikachu. Oh, there's actually feature attacks here too. I didn't see that until now. So it looks like there's going to be some feature attacks for the Global Go Fest. Butterfree will be able to learn the new fast attack Bug Bite. Well, I don't know if it's new, but it's going to actually have Bug Bite.
Yeah.
Sandslash is going to learn the charge attack Night Slash. So regular Sandslash. Clefable is going to have, or is going to learn the fast attack Pound. Interesting.
It has Fairy Wind now, though.
Yeah, I know, right? Flygon will learn his Community Day move Earth Power, right? That's his Community Day move, right?
Yeah.
Salamence will know his Community Day move Outrage. And Metagross is also going to know his Community Day move Meteor Mash. That's a good
Save
one.
the best for last. Yeah.
It's not the last one on the list, though. Roserade will know both fast attacks, bullet seeds, and fire attack, charge attack, weather ball. So his Community Day moves. And looks like Licky Licky is also having a charge attack. Wait, is Licky
Body
Licky?
Slam?
Yeah. Licky Licky didn't have a Community Day, but he had a raid day, right? When you can only get Body Slam through that?
Yeah, I think they also did one for Lick a Tongue where you could only get Body Slam from the raids.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about Licky Licky though. Let me double check.
Yeah, I do believe that Licky Licky was a raid day exclusive. You get the shiny release then, and it will only know the move attack Body Slam once you evolve it to Licky Licky. So it's like a Community Day Pokemon. It's still one of those things. However, that's actually pretty nice for them to add some feature attacks. I was surprised about the Butterfree, Sandslash, and Clefable though, because everything else is Community Day or Raid Day exclusive that we have seen before.
Yeah, it's like, thank you, I guess.
I don't know. I don't even think that PB Poke actually saw this, so I haven't actually seen him talk about it anyways. I don't know if there's anything that it may shake the meta somehow. But Butterfree having a new move, that's new, and that's, pretty cool for his own. There is probably not much more information. I mean, we talked about the exclusiveness of the ticket holders plus the instant encounters. And instance encounters will, have specific ones for each biome. All the unknowns will appear in instance only. Carnivine, which actually kind of sucks that we have in one specific biome that on an instance, because we get Carnivine every single one of the days here. So for us, it's not really exclusive. It's more like we already had it. I may actually look into seeing if somebody actually knows about that, because what's the point of actually having Carnivine for us if we actually see it every day,
I get that it's a pretty rare one just for the location.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a little bit disappointing for us to see.
Yeah, I guess I'll probably only be going for the unknowns, unless they become shiny, but that's a different story,
Yeah, get that extra large Carnivine.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, I see it in the wild anyway, so what's the difference? But yeah, that's almost all the news, all the information. If I missed something, guys, just make sure you let me know, because there's more days ahead before GoFest. We are actually getting the news a lot earlier than I expected. So because I would think that they will release some kind of news during July instead of just June itself. So I guess they have more to come. I don't know. We'll see. Pretty exciting stuff, of course, and we'll get more excited as the day comes along because Global GoFest and even New York are gonna be fun as hell. Wayfair routers. Well, actually, what am I saying? Wayfair people, they're getting the good stuff. So if you guys don't know what Wayfair is, actually check out one of the podcasts out there for the Professor Network call, if I remember correctly. The Way Spotters podcast. Wonderful people to work with, also part of the Professor Network, and it's also very good. But the Wayfair. So what's going on with Wayfair? So recently there was a global event for the Wayfair's explorers that actually helped build the communities in the game board in Pokemon Go. And specifically in places like Brazil, Spain, and places like that. And if you actually submit reviews, you get some things back, especially some rewards, and people were excited. There's a whole part of the game that we really don't actually mention a lot, and I kind of want to actually get some people from maybe the Way Spotters podcast to actually talk about a little bit more how it works. But
yeah, because I got nothing on that.
Right, and I mean, you got to listen to the podcast. They're actually very informative when it comes down to it. But this is a whole side of Pokemon Go that we really don't actually get into until there's more information about it. However, though, there are some good features of being an explorer for the Way Spotters, or the Wayfair itself. Sorry to that. First and foremost, and we know that routes are coming to Pokemon Go, which they did mention in last week, how things are going to go. We don't know when it's going to release. However, though, this was a beta testing in New Zealand for the contest that are happening. And I don't think we actually talked about this either. Contests are being tested right now, seeing how they work. The contest out there states that you put a Pokemon in the Pokestop, you technically battle against other people who put their Pokemon there too. Right now, the only Pokemon you can put in there is for Mantis. And then you get, a ranking. I don't know how long that's, depending on how long the contest actually lasts. We don't have all the information how it works really. We just know that that's how it works. And once contests are over, let me just go ahead and restart my game because it's lagging. Once you actually win between either first, second, or third, you can get, I think, up to 5th place, but I don't know how many people will actually be part of the contest regardless. What it is your rewards can actually vary from lure modules to super incubators to lucky eggs, or even things that are usually pricey for the trainer itself. So it's kind of nice because, if you can actually just go ahead and put a Pokemon out there and hopefully win the contest, you get things like a super incubator, or even a remote raid pass or a regular raid pass or things like that. So it's actually a good feature with good rewards if properly executed in the end of the day. You know what I mean, Chris?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm really, it's honestly really encouraging for them to have great rewards like that.
Yeah.
When they're trying to, do things like this. It almost makes me wonder if they had things like remote passes, if people would actually scan those,
Sure. There you go.
locations that they want us to.
Definitely. So I would assume that at least the rewards would be things like purchasable, one of the two items that, in the end of the day, you can use for your regular gameplay for free at the end of the day. So, and some of the things to know, the contests actually care about the size of the Pokemon. So all your extra large and extra small Pokemon that you've been saving up for the last, I don't know how many months, are going to be part of the contest experience. So make sure you keep as many as you can, or the ones that you think they're cute enough for the contest itself. However, though, another thing that are now coming for beta testing are the routes. The route mechanic that people are talking about and we talked about since last week. It's finally being released for people to test. However, though, only a certain amount of players have been able to get the ability to test out the feature. That's number one. And number two, if you were part of the Wayfair involvement, to create the the game board in Pokemon Go, you actually get exclusivity to this. You actually get an email saying, hey, we want you to test out this new route mechanic. Here is whatever you need to do. And then the game itself on your account, if you're part of that, will actually have the new feature of the route. So you can start doing what you're doing with it. This just started going out today. A lot of people who are from the wafer are actually starting to get this. I think Ken was also participating in all this, so he actually got one. We'll see how it goes and how to create the new route and how things will go from here and there. We have not much information after that. I don't think anybody has posted anything since the release of it, so it makes interesting to say how it's going to work. But I'm excited that people are getting this new feature and that Pokemon Go is actually testing it out as much as possible before they release this kind of things. Any thoughts on those, Chris?
All I can say is I'm excited for routes.
That's right.
Yeah, it honestly looked pretty dope.
Well, we'll see. It's going to be another part of the game that we either have to grind or find a way to have time to create them. So, but if it's anything that we hope is going to be, it's going to be good. It's going to look good. But yeah, that's pretty much it on all the news. Is there anything else that I missed, Chris? Something that I'm missing here?
Nothing is coming to mind. Maybe other people know. I don't.
I'm not sure either. It's just one of those things in the end of the day, but excited to say everything happens for a reason. So, but we'll see how it goes. Exciting things to come. We're pretty much going at the end of this month to. So either we're going to have the dump of news by the next podcast, or we may have to hold it into the next weekend after that, Chris. So we'll see how it goes.
Either way.
Either way. But yeah, that's that on that. Let's do a quick PvP. Get good, get wrecked. Here we go, Chris. GBL. Didn't we say what GBL is doing right now? Oh, wow. Yeah, I completely forgot to buy encounters.
Ultra League and Element Cup.
I completely forgot that I had encounters. I did a set and I forgot to actually claim my reward. What were you saying? Ultra League and what else?
Ultra League and Element Cup.
Nice. Element Cup. I tried it. It seemed that you needed some meta Pokemons unless you want to, but I'm going back to Ultra League because I like it a little bit better.
I prefer Ultra League in this instance. Usually I like the openness of the different cups that they do, or the more confined, actually, the complete opposite of what I said. But oh my gosh, yeah, those IVs on
Nihillo
Nihillo is pretty good too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not too high right now, but with a little bit of encouragement from one of my coworkers, I might try pushing a little bit harder this season, but we'll see.
It seems to be a little bit more fun. It seems that the whole shroud that GBL had in the last season has really been blown over by these new updates and everything. So I do feel like GBL does need a little more incentive to play it a little more, to play it more consistently. Just because I know that the rewards are good, the Stardust and all that. You get it from just doing regular things regardless in the game. And it's a rotating habitat regardless. Because, every week we have something new, how you look at it. But I don't know. I feel like it's just missing that little notch for me to say I need to do this at least once a day to make sure that I get some battles in so I can get to this point, So it's kind of like at this point, I'm just a casual when it comes to GBL. But I can hold my own if I need to because I did go a little hard when PvP came out. So
yeah. I do know it takes a bit of time to get to even rank 20, so you get those chances at a legendary. Yeah. But I do think it benefits a lot of people that are even casual. Yeah. To get that free shiny chance in.
Yeah. So it's in the end of the day, it's one of those things that you just have to. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, then just keep playing Pokemon Go because there's a lot of things here out there.
Yeah, there's something for everyone.
Yeah. With that being said, I think that's it. I think we covered everything that we needed to cover this week. I'm sure by the time we finish the podcast, there's going to be some news that are going to drop, and I'm going to be like, why? but that's how it usually goes. With that being said, thank you so much for everybody for listening to the podcast. And if you are here on stream, thank you for joining us on stream, of course. Just make sure you check us out in any of the podcast services feeds, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, many of those places. If you can leave us a review, we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. So follow our social medias, myself at Pure Let It Go, Chris at PKMN Trigger Please, at C at the end. Purified Podcast for anything Pokemon Go related news. And if you want to email us some cool stories from your Pokemon Go adventures, go to purifiedpodcast@gmail.com or send us an email, of course. Join our Discord. It is free for anybody to join, so make sure you're there. And don't forget to check us out at the Professor Network, purifiedpodcast.com. With that being said, Chris, how about you take us away for the night, unless there's something else to talk about?
I don't think there's anything really new.
Then go for it.
I hope you guys are enjoying your week, and I hope you guys are looking forward to next week, and especially looking forward to Pokemon Go Fest, however you decide to play it. But hopefully we got even more news for you guys next week. I think the news of Mega RAYQUAZA will hold us over a bit, though. But get out there, get catching. And have you guys a good one. And we'll see you guys next week. Peace out, guys.
Keep purifying them, everybody. We'll see you guys next time.